Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So, I had such a busy week that I just woke up from a nap and I am feeling so rested and so peaceful. I thought I wanted to try something different today. So, about 2 weeks ago, I did a candle wax reading with my friend, and we used a prayer and intention behind it. And the prayer intention was to break out of that karmic loop that that we seem to have been stuck in since childhood. So we did the reading, it went awesome, but then I needed to take 2 weeks off because I needed to go in and do that real deep shadow work. And so, yeah, I guess every time I take a break, my life changes drastically. So I do find that rest is so important. And before I came on, that's what they wanted to. I kind of like shuffled the cards because I do want to use the cards to kind of get the prayer or intention. Because this time I want to do one, right? I'm at this peaceful state. This time I want to do one for the collective. And when I kind of tapped in just to see what energies were coming up, it talked about resting, slowing down, and how important it is. So I love to go. And to be honest, I didn't really want to take the 2 weeks off, but it was so necessary. So Spirit's saying, take time for yourself. You can go, but in order to actually do the deep healing shadow work, we need to be at this peaceful place, right? We need to be sleeping well. We need to be eating well. We need to be balanced and able to listen so that when that repetitive thought or emotion or whatever it is that comes up for us, we can hear it. And so when we can hear it, we can look into it and be like, what else do you want to share? Why are you there? And let it go or let it blossom into what it wants to be. So Spirit, just get a little grounded first. Okay, so Spirit, what prayer or intention can we manifest for the collective? What are these ones? Oh, I like it. So we got three of shells, which is 3 of cups, and then we got transformation. So on here, what is this? I think it's that word I can never say, cascada or whatever. And this one is 3 dolphins playing. So we are now officially into spring. Things are blossoming. So in this reading, and interesting enough, I really felt drawn to the pink candle because I was feeling really lovey-dovey or heart-centered or something. Like a little bit of clearing has, oh, I got pink flowers too. Didn't even put that into it. So let me just see here. The three friends is an important number. And so when I looked at that, right, I'm just going to put this one away. Transformation. We know what transformation is, and that's what we're going to do with our friend circle. But the friend circle, wrong side, is the card that is the main focus. So when I went in here, it went into this swirling, and it just kind of got faster and faster, right? We talked about slowing down. And when do you need to pick up? When do we slow down? When do we go? But as I looked into this, as it went faster and faster, it started kind of showing like toxic friendships, right? When there's just 2 of you, you can get along great, but then you add a 3rd person to the mix, then usually, in my experience, one person will be jealous and, start to cling to others or cause drama. That's the situationship that I'm seeing here. And so when I look at these dolphins, it says playfulness and bliss. So my intention today with this blossoming, this heart candle with compassion, to have a healthier dynamic when it comes to circles and friends. How can we transform it into being more playful and bliss? So if you do find that your friendship circle at this moment, it just isn't as empowering as you wish it was, right? When it's just you and you're in isolation, you are connected, you're feeling, you're healing, it's great, right? And then you add another person and you have to learn their cliques and weird things and, you know, accept them unconditionally for how they are, right? And then we add, and then we add, and then we add. And then Spirit's now saying to go back and bring the pillar that is you into this community. So the real story is going to come out in the candle. So let's just light it up and see. Yeah, because last time I did it with my friend, holy crap, it was so powerful. And so this one, when I tried to light it, it didn't want to light. And so that's what I'm kind of getting. I'm getting someone's very much stuck in hermit mode, and they are used to that, you know, being myself. I think collectively you've been burned by a couple people, and Spirit really, oh my gosh, Spirit really wants you to have your community again, to come back out. And I can relate to that because I moved to a new area and I didn't have any friends. And in the winter, I don't like being cold and I'm not going to go outside. So I was in hermit mode a lot. And just recently, I just started meeting so many people. But as I looked into this, that's why I was like, holy crow, 3 butterflies came out, 3 of them, which now goes with these 3 dolphins and the transformation, right? Butterflies are metamorphous. And so it's time to come out of your cocoon, your hermit mode. They're showing me that you feel like you are this little tiny shrimp. And interesting enough, there was 2 of them that fell that were these tiny shrimps, and they didn't fit in with these butterflies. And you're like, how can this tiny shrimp compare to a butterfly? And then they came together, those 2, and they combined into 1. And so now I'm seeing 2 turtles. I'm seeing 2. The numbers 2 and 3, right? It's just, you're gonna keep growing exponentially, and it's gonna start gradual. It's gonna be you finding your like-mindedness, and it's like, maybe you'll be like little misfits or something, right? Maybe you'll bond on kind of being the outcast or introverts or something. I'm picking up introvert energy. And I love introvert energy because introvert energy isn't really introverted. It's just until you're comfortable to show yourself around others. So they fused together and they became 1. And then that's when the turtles showed up. So there was 2 shrimps, 2 turtles, 2 something. It's an emotional bond that you can connect to another. And so I think you've been burned in the past before, they're showing. And Spirit wants you to know that while in hermit mode and isolation, you did the necessary healing that was the deep, darkest shadow work in you. And so that's actually what I see you guys bonding over, is that deep hurt that you've already healed through. And then you share your experience. And what's happening now is a daisy chain is coming out of this. So the 2 that bonded, you're going to find, no, you're not going to find, the other people are going to find you guys. Because I find these 2 little shrimps, or these misfits, creating their own joy and healing. And everyone else is like, hey, I was in that same situation. And so now they are drawn to that powerful energy, that heart, that love, that compassion. Pink shrimps, right? Don't think that your tininess, I don't know why the tininess is coming, because your heart is massive and huge. And then, so the daisy chain kind of came, and there's all these wallflowers. There's so many people that are just nervous to reach out and tell people their story. And what's so funny is there's not much, right? This daisy chain then linked up to the butterfly. I think what is the block is just communication. Once everybody stops being so scared of the past, oh, this big massive heart just came out, and you realize that what you went through made you so strong, and how beautiful your heart is. I'm seeing just lots of nervousness at the beginning, but okay, now Spirit's bringing me, you know, when you are a little bit of an introvert and you are nervous, you kind of cling to that first person who seems to be as similar to you. Maybe you meet someone else who's just as nervous and you guys stay there and you're like, okay, this is comfort. Spirit wants you to get out of that box, right? Because these swirls were going really, really fast. And it's like once you start to kind of just push it a little bit, don't let someone keep you the same. That's what they're saying. Don't stay a shrimp. They really want you to grow into this butterfly, this transformation. So I think that's why it is so important not to just be the two, to add that third person into the mix. It's so easy to get along with just two people, to be one person to two people. But when you add in that third friend, it adds a diverse perspective on things. So, you know, maybe if these two like to enable each other to stay at the status quo, they're not really growing up, they're not leveling up, but the third one can now view things as objective, right? And that's what I'm seeing too, is like, I do see like little conflicts happening because there is past hurt and things that we're working through. And when it's just the two, I see an argument happening and then it's splitting and maybe that not coming back together. But with that third person, as a good judge, they can see both sides because they know you. They have the same heart as you. And I find now, as we bring in the third, that kind of in it, before they were all along the wall, but it's starting to go into the center now. And so when I looked up at the clock at that time, I don't know what it'll be when you cut it, but it was 1, 2, 4, 3. I always see 1, 2, 3, 4, but 1, 2, 4, 3. I just see things being switched up rather than being so repetitive and things like that. What I like about this is as they kind of go to the edges, it is kind of creating this 3-pattern swirl. Whew. I guess I'm still tired and need a bit more nap, but it was an awesome week. Yeah, I am seeing, okay, so these 3 go, and it's like, so this one person does their thing, then the other one is here, and the other one's there. And each one is now building its own daisy chain. And so I see that now as community. It's almost like you are now connected to the all, right? And we really are when it comes to life and the world. This flame's going crazy as I say this. Whereas you started off very isolated, I'm now seeing you be connected to the whole world. To have connections everywhere you go. And if you don't know someone, someone knows someone that could help you. And so from that, it's now starting to form into flowers. And these flowers, as we said, we want to blossom, we want to open up. And I'm seeing a W, and they told me, oh, and there's a freaking unicorn here. That unicorn then turned into, shoot, what did I see? I saw so many. It went unicorn, fox, horse. Now I'm seeing a donkey. And then the donkey turned upside down. Don't let those jackasses from the past keep your thoughts and mental patterns afraid of others moving forward, right? And now they're kind of showing me, right, a donkey. What is a donkey or an ass or whatever? One's a horse, one's a donkey, and then the jackass is both. There's the three. It's like, don't get into judgments. Don't hold on to the past. And then take that past and meet these new people and hold them to a judgment. Right? Maybe you did have a donkey in your life, but the next one is different. You can transform, right? We got those butterflies and the transformation card. I don't know what I'm hearing, but I'm still hearing jackass. Isn't that like an Adam Sandler, like Happy Gilmore, something? That really tall guy? I keep hearing him in the back, like taunting, and it's just loud, and it's so freaking annoying. And so maybe as you come out of your hermit mode, and as you start to thrive and start to blossom in your heart sharing, the people in the past will have something to say. And they always will have something to say. Because, well, from what I get, they're assholes. So every asshole has an opinion on how you live your life. And so it's for you to go with compassion and find those who are on the same healing journey as you. I see your life becoming very full and abundant. And there's the butterflies again. You're going to change so many times that who you are now is not who you're going to be in a month time, even tomorrow. And so they're just saying be open. I think someone's going to come into your world and it's going to change it. It is going to change it. Why? Because we've got transformation. We keep getting the butterflies. And it says, what was this one again? Playfulness and bliss. So you're going to meet someone and they're just going to show you a new side to life. And it's just going to bring that spark, that joy. And you're going to be like, I never thought of that. I've never tried that. I didn't even think that this was possible. And it's going to change your perspective. And so that's why they say, I feel like they'll have little traits, right? As I said, the horse, the donkey, and then coming together. There's just a tiny bit of the past energy. But it's not the same, they say. So have fun. They really want you to have fun in these moments. I'm seeing over here something pretending that it's a butterfly, but it's not. It's like, it's not even a moth. It's not even that. What is that? Hey, I'm feeling it in my heart. I'm feeling it in the back. It's like a material that's not even a bug. Like, it's not even a bug, but it's like this brown muddy blob. It seems like sand, or it can morph or mold into things. And so they're saying, don't be quick to force something and see it. That's kind of what happened in the past, they said. That you were so quick to see it, that they were like, I'm the same as you. And you're like, all right, shrimp, come on over. But it's just this energetic morphing energy that no matter what you are, what you say, it's like, oh, me too. And it's a tricky energy. So they do want you to be a little mindful of what's coming into your life. Not just go out there and take everyone at face value. We're letting your sun shine. So we work on our shadow, and we're really tapped in. We know how to trust our intuition. So just give things time. Give people time and give them the benefit of the doubt. If you're seeing a red flag though, trust yourself. But don't judge something right away from the past of someone else. That's what they're really trying to say. But if they're doing actions, they say, that someone in the past did, and you know that's a red flag, this is for you to transform. In the past, you let it happen. This time, you're not. And when you don't this time, you've just broken that cycle. You've spoken up for yourself. I see a better like-minded people coming to you. And I'm seeing you be very shy and nervous, right? Thinking, what is that? Imposter syndrome. Those are what the shrimps are going through. They've been really knocked. Maybe they've had everything and then a little bit knocked off, maybe like a pedestal or something. I don't know why I see a pedestal. They said, no, you put others on a pedestal and you didn't quite get treated the way that you should have been treated. And so they're just saying, don't be quick to put someone else on a pedestal, especially this quicksand blobby. It will try to take any form it wants to. I'm seeing it just suck energy. So you know that when you hang out with someone, do they empower you or do they deplete you? Pay attention to how your energy feels. And the flame's starting to come a lot calmer, but in that middle part, it was intense. And so I am seeing you get caught up in the intensity when you meet someone. You're like, I never knew this existed. And that's kind of exciting. So at the end of this, because we're getting a little close, what I find very beautiful is most that were along the edge watching has now formed this huge circle. So it went from you in hermit mode to you meeting someone who's just going to change your perspective and views, and you're going to empower each other. And then from that, others are going to like, hey, I like your vibe. And then they come and that transformation of the butterfly happens. Now it's starting to be more fun and everyone's a little bit more comfortable to be themselves. And I think that's the really cool energy, is just being comfortable enough to accept others for who they are and for you to be yourself. And so that's why they say, don't judge that past person and then bring that energy on the new person, because then you won't be seen for who you are. I'm seeing an angel, and this angel has a pink swirl of compassion. I just see the heart glowing, the heart's beaming, and I'm seeing a trumpet. And that's kind of what they say is like, this is a heart activation. They want to do a heart activation with this reading. Okay. So now that everything is done, let's just do a little, oh, okay, so when I swirled it, ooh, got a little on me. When I swirled, ooh, it's cool. There was the circle. And then as I swirled it, it turned into a star. And then it turned into a heart. And so I'm still seeing that angel, but I really want to check out this. I'm seeing the Fool and the Fool's journey and the Fool's card. And he's got his trusty dog with him, and he has a rose. And he is walking off that mountain. He's got his bag, he's got his everything, and he's taking that leap of faith. I see it so clear as day. I wonder if you can see it. So, there we go. This is sticky. Right here, this is the mountain. This is the little dog. This is the Fool, and his foot is walking right off it. Oh, it's falling apart. This one's his bag, but here he is. He's like right there, and that's his bag and his dog. And I'm seeing the unicorn again. Ah, yeah, they're like, you kept talking about horses, you kept talking about donkeys, and you're like talking about the jackasses and everything like that, but the original thing that you saw, the spark that got me into that, was a unicorn. And so if you were to paint someone as an asshole because of past person, you're gonna miss out on this unicorn opportunity. And so they really want you to slow down now at the beginning do that shadow work, find that peace. They don't care what you do as long as you get to that peace. And there's no way that you can have a calm mind in the mental and energetic field or emotional field if you haven't done the shadow work. There's no way you can get to peace if you don't actually go through the things that are mentally chattering at you. We have to heal that and release that. And I really feel like most of that has been done in the winter months. The winter months were tough this time. But as spring comes, as the sun comes, I feel like you may find that your flame is dull. You might think your sunshine is not that lit, but before you know it, it's going to be like, whoa, right? It was hard to light at the beginning. And in the middle, it went crazy. Something's going to come. It's going to sideswipe you. It's going to be your unicorn moment. And it's going to bring you so much peace. It's going to, no, you're going to have the peace before. And then you're going to go on this whirlwind of meeting someone that invigorates your heart. And the angels are there. I saw the angels and the trumpets were going. This is blessed. And then from that, it's going to bring you so much more connection outside of yourself. And then things are going to be brought together, the circle. And as they showed, it's like when you need someone, right? It's not, they always say it's not what you know, it's who you know. And there is a little bit of truth to that. Because if you're a person that shares your heart with others and your joy and you don't judge and things like that, and you give people a shot, they're going to want to help you, right? You get what you give. And you can't be a taker and expect everyone to always give. And I feel like that's what happened in the past. So I see you being a little bit nervous to share or open or be yourself, right? A little bit of imposter syndrome I was seeing, but it's not true. It's just you finding that peace or that calm, they say. And then, I don't know, it's almost like that peace that once you stop that negative old friend group, whatever that was, that one seemed a little bit toxic, right? They didn't want you to have your sunshine lit. In fact, the candle was like, nope, can't. It's like you got burned by being dimmed. So, in conclusion, by you admitting to yourself what you want, facing your shadows, finding that peace and mental clarity, it's going to allow you to now open your mind, expand. And when you open your mind and expand, new people are going to come in. People that share the same heart energy as you. And let me just pull one. I just want to have you had this heart energy before? And it's endurance and determination with the Knight of Crystals. They're saying it doesn't matter if you've experienced this before. What the main thing is after you've been burned or someone has tried to dim your light, it's that endurance. It's you always picking up and being like, today's a good day to have a good day. I feel like I'm quoting McDreamy right now. And I did. Yep. And so, yeah. It's endurance to continue to do your healing, right? Healing is not just an instant thing. I do feel like something's going to come and poof, it be instant and open your mind, but that's not going to happen until you find that peace. So get to sleep, right? It's like, make a routine or whatever it is that you need to find that peace. If you are in that mental loop, maybe it just might be beneficial to talk to someone, whatever it is, because what I'm getting is it starts off as a hermit and then it turns into a fool's journey of finding like-minded people. And the angels are guiding you, and I hear the trumpet, you hear the call, and so open up. You've done so much work. You've lit your sunshine, and any last message that I'm not seeing here? I'm just seeing hearts. I'm seeing hearts, gold stars, and a medal. You're gonna find yourself in a place that is exciting, right? You're gonna feel like you just won, like, I don't know why Nobel Prize came, but maybe that's what you're focused on, is helping create something. I don't know, I saw the whole world. So whatever connections you needed, whatever it is that is your heart, like-minded people are gonna come and support you. And so that is my wish. That is my wish and prayer for you. And so with that, we'll leave it there. And I hope you guys have a great day. And we'll see you next time. Oh yeah, and I think right now, see, I don't follow the moons and stuff, but it's eclipse season, is it not? I think it might be today. I'm not positive. So let whatever needs to be lit up in you and those that need to be eclipsed out leave. There's this transition, this transformation happening. And so when it comes to eclipse season, it usually is like 6 months. So whatever you've been going through the last 6 months, it's time to like let go or integrate or move forward on that. And then be prepared that in this next 6 months, this beautiful, heart-loving energy, this unicorn moment is gonna come. All right, have a good day, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, guys. Good morning. Actually, I don't know what time it is for you, but I just woke up. I filmed that video yesterday. Let it go. And then this morning, I was scrolling on Facebook, and I came up to the most interesting reel. It blew my mind that I was like, you know what? I just have to hop on here, film the video while it's fresh in my mind. I'm still kind of in that excited energy because the reading yesterday now makes sense to me. And so a lot of the times the readings don't make sense, but you just go with the flow. You trust your intuition. And so I was wrong that whatever day it's going to be coming out, March 25th is not the solar eclipse. It's a lunar eclipse. And so what I find really fascinating is the actual solar eclipse. And so that's going to happen in 2 weeks after. And it's on April 8th. And so something on April 8th is a full solar eclipse. But that's not even the cool part, because eclipses happen every twice a year, right? Maybe not a full one, but we see eclipses all the time. But what's really cool and fascinating that hasn't been done in 200 years was brought out in the cards. And so on April 8th, there are two, they call them, I don't know if it's broods or broads. I'm going to say brood. There's two broods, broads. Oh man, I don't know. I like knowing. Okay, broads. That sounds like what I want to say. There's two broods of cascadas that are going to emerge on the full solar eclipse. So there's one that emerges every 17 years. And then the second one, I forget the number, but it was every like 11, 12, or 13 years. And so at the same time on this full eclipse, two cascadas are going to emerge. So there's going to be millions and millions of them up in the air. And so in the reading, it said 2 was the important number. And then it started like this whirling wild activity. And then it became 3. Before you know it, something, right? You let it go. And that's why I think that reading, I was like, can I do it tomorrow? And then they're like, no, you're so peaceful right now. Your mind is blank that you're going to get exactly the message you need. And so I said it. And then this morning woke up, and I find that as soon as you wake up, whatever comes to you is usually very special. So obviously I was on social media. That could have tainted my day if I went on a negative thing, but it's all about letting your sunshine, staying in that alignment. And the perfect reel came to me, and it was telling me about the solar eclipse and how these cascadas are coming and how it's such a rare event that hasn't happened in 200 years.
That one is every 17, and I believe the other one was 13, but I'm not positive on that. I just got so